One of the things I've started with in my life is have the balance.
Okay.
So that's what I've used in my system that I want to promote to my readers
Okay.
or to my audience or my potential clients. I want to present what I've lived through, my experience of joy, love, and have
Yes.
that as a balance in my life. But I'm now restarting because I want to go back to South Africa.
Okay.
And it's one of the main things that I'm doing at present is creating my credibility. It's why I'm here.
Okay.
I want to use the credibility so that I can enhance all the experiences,
Okay.
the ability that I could write a book about my life and teach that method to others.
Okay.
That
All right. And so, what is, and help me. What is the methodology that you have learned and you want to teach exactly? What does it teach you to do?
well, for me, it was the courage to never give up on my dream, irrespective of where I am.
And so you utilized it to pursue that dream, and were you successful at it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And are you still doing it, or you're done doing it?
I've reached the point of that I live the joy of my life that I wanted to achieve,
Okay.
and that had become my brand.
Okay. And
So
so, what did you used to do?
I had a business of my own. I had catering,
Okay.
and the
it
money.
did very well.
Yes, it did extremely well, and the money that I made with that, I bought property and I
Okay. And that did
invested
even
in.
better.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're very secure.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to teach people really how to gain the security and the self-confidence to establish a goal, pursue it, but get joy out of doing it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what's your question?
So speaking engagements.
Yes.
I would like in future that I can utilize these credibilities
Okay.
and have more lucrative people that I could use as a substance.
Yes.
Like it's one of the reasons I look up to you, and it's one of the reasons why I'm here. That I could one day ask Jay, could you please, join a platform with me and support me to give this kind of messages and methodology that you're teaching to the youth in South Africa, because that's where I'm needed.
Yes.
It's the reason why I'm going
Yes.
back there.
Okay. So, is your question how to get speaking?
Engagements.
Yeah. Well,
And how
okay.
to get bigger support.
Are you
like bigger-
speaking at all right now?
I give radio interviews all the time. I give podcast interviews, and I live in Finland.
Okay.
So I'm working in Europe.
So, are you doing this in the U.S.? Or are you doing it in Europe?
I'm doing it all over in the U.S., in the
Okay. And when you
United
do
States.
these interviews, are you getting much feedback?
So far, yes, positively so.
So, what kind of feedback? What do you receive?
That many come back with second interviews, want me to
That's
talk
great.
about.
All right. So, you have a lot of media you've done.
Yeah.
And do you target organizations and offer to speak for them?
Where I'm living at present in Finland, it's not a possibility.
Because?
Firstly, it's a language problem.
Okay, so
to
where
address
is it?
companies
Where would it be most viable? UK?
in South Africa.
Okay.
So I'm taking this 2 years to build the credibilities.
Okay, but
And-
before you go there, but you have, okay, but here's the chicken and egg. If you want to do it in English and you need to do it to build your credibility, and you want to do it ultimately in South Africa, but you're not going to go back there right now. Is that right?
No, it's
Well,
about
then you
2-year
got to do it
process.
somewhere closer, like the UK, or where else do they speak English heavily?
Well, one of the opportunities that I have now, one of my older books were picked up by a sub
Okay.
from Random House.
Okay.
And a few of my other books that I have is going to be reprocessed.
And when's it going to come
redone.
out?
Probably during 2018
And where's it going to be published? In Europe?
in Europe. Yes.
Okay, well that's good. But until it's out, if you're ready to do it now, then you have to get the word out, and you have to be able to get people to invite you. And in the beginning, I don't think it matters whether you're paid or not. What matters is the quality of the audience you get exposed to, not even the quantity, do you think?
Yes, yes.
So if you can't do Finland, how far is the UK from Finland?
Oh, easy to go to the, and especially now that I have this opportunity to work
Okay.
possibly with Random House,
yeah,
that I would
yeah.
get more
So
exposure.
if you wrote if you, I mean, I said it to somebody else earlier. If you target organizations, companies, and say that I have built a business career very successfully by a methodology that translates to entrepreneurs, team members, salespeople alike, and Random House is republishing one of my 7 books, and in the last 5 weeks, I've done 47 podcasts you're welcome to listen to, but I am researching my next book, and for that, I need feedback from audiences. So I'm writing you to offer to speak for either your entire group, a subsection of your group, your clients, customers, or your prospects, or any organization you are affiliated with, as long as they represent quality. Quantity is not that important. I'm going to be coming to the UK for 4 weeks on a tour, and I would very much like to make one of my stops a group that you arrange for me. We can discuss it. I can send you more than adequate enough, not proof, but support of the power of the message that I have, so you can see its relevancy. I will be calling, or my office will be calling, to follow up if you don't call me first. And again, I am doing research for my next book, and it's critically important that I get feedback from a session. The session can be as little as 90 minutes. It can be as long as 4 hours. You can determine, but I have to modify it for the group.
Great.
And that's how I do it. Does that help?
Very much so.
Okay, good. Next.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.